EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Running the toss here to Dillon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On second down, Dillon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Rodgers. They go screen with Dillon. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Open space inside the 10. And it's a Packers touchdown. It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dumps it off to Mixon. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
1st down. Here's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Burrow on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his 1st step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second to... And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run a toss here with Dillon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Rodgers now to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Slant to Adams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack on 1st down, Burrow to Mixon on the check down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal Get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He gets this one to Boyd. 7 yards the pickup there.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. And Chris Barnes there on the stop.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Mike 51, Mike 51. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
2nd and 5 now. Burrow, and that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football. 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
Here we go. 180.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He completes it to Boyd.
In your face!
Touchdown! Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Now it's Dillon. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, it's Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And some space here. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. 58 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they're going to lose some on this play, being knocked back to the 18. On second down, another run for Dillon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
And it's a Packers touchdown. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2.
57 the mark.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Burrow looking to pass. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Throwing, Burrow. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. Before we came up to the booth, last